Traditionally, enhanced due diligence has been reserved for the highest risk customers and suppliers because of the intense cost and time it takes to conduct it. What we're finding today, though, is that the ability to actually identify high-risk customers is becoming more difficult, and that there needs to be some level of due diligence initially to determine whether or not the customer or vendor is in fact high risk. So we find that there's a big gap between internal and database checks and then those that are actually involved in enhanced due diligence. We think there's a big opportunity for banks and corporates to have an interim level of due diligence so that they really can target the right customers and vendors for enhanced due diligence. Another area of change is that corporates are really investing in due diligence. And the reason why is because their third parties are under significant scrutiny because of regulatory risk as well as reputational. And so corporates have, in the last 5 years, implemented very significant and structured due diligence programs so that they can understand the risk associated with their suppliers, vendors, and distributors. One of the challenges corporates have in terms of third-party risk management is just dealing with the sheer volume of third parties in their network. Because of the global nature of supply chains, coupled with the inability to get to information to appropriately risk assess them, corporates find it very difficult to get to the right information to determine the risk of the third party and are looking for ways to gain that unique insight. Another area where due diligence is becoming more prevalent is in the B2B and B2C marketplace spaces. Those companies are trying to balance speed and customer experience with regulatory obligations, which can be challenging when participants are of a global nature. Another area of change is within ongoing monitoring. Banks and corporates typically have a strong program for onboarding, but struggle to understand the changing profile of their customers and third parties. So they're using due diligence as a way to understand evolving and potential risk. Snapshot addresses two critical use cases. The first is what we're calling pre-due diligence. We're finding that our customers need a bit more information to understand the right process they need to undertake for due diligence of their customer or supplier. So having information that is targeted and concise to give them some insight is invaluable in their risk assessment process. The second is for customers that are operating in high volume businesses, where they need information in a quick and automated way so that they can decide whether or not to continue doing business with that customer. Due diligence has largely been a manual process, and we're really excited to bring Snapshot to market because it will be the industry's first automated due diligence report. We're able to do this by combining AI, robotics, and natural language processing that allows us to take information, contextualize it, and provide it back in a very targeted way. Customers are able to benefit from the speed that we're able to deliver the report. Rather than taking days and weeks, it could be delivered in hours. We're really excited to provide that to our customers so that they can make decisions faster with more accurate information. Once the reports are created using our technology resources, they're reviewed by a human analyst to ensure their quality and accuracy. So customers can be confident that what they're receiving combines the best of technology and human assets.